Hi, in this video, I'm going to discuss a problem from the Codeforces Round 958 Division 2. So this is the B problem from the contest, that is make majority. Okay, so let's see the problem statement here. So this is the problem. In the problem, we have given what a sequence. Okay, where each element AI is either zero or one, means binary. All right, you can apply possible several या फिर zero operations to the sequence. In each operation, we can select two integers. Integer range basically LR. Okay, and replace this range with a single element x, where x is a what majority of L and AR. Okay, so till now the problem is saying is that we have given a sequence. Let's say we have something sequence something like this, because this is a binary sequence. Okay, now what our task is, we can select any range. Let's say I have selected L is 0 and R is this, so I have selected this. Okay, now we need to remove like whole sequence and insert a element x. Okay, now what is x? X will be basically majority of between of this. Okay, so majority, what is majority? Okay, here the majority of a sequence consisting of 0 and 1 is defined as suppose count of 0. CO is a count of 0 and C1 is a count of 1. Okay, now if count of 0 is greater than equal to, all right, greater than equal to, then the majority is 0. If my count of 0 is less than count of 1, then my majority is what, 1. Okay, so from you can observe that I need to remove this sequence and I need to insert a character x, element x. Okay, so what should be the characters? It should be 0 or 1. It should be 1. Why? Because majority in this sequence is what, 1. So it will become like 1 and 0 only. Okay, it will now become this. Instead, if I have selected whole sequence as a subsequent sorry, if I have selected as a like whole array, ठीक है, my L was what, 0, my R was what, 1. ठीक है, if I have selected this, then in that case you can observe majority is what, is 0. ठीक है, so number of 0 is 2, number of 1 is 2 as well. But if my CO is greater than equal to C1, then in that case the majority will be 0 considered. Okay, so in that case my whole sequence will be replaced to what, single element, that is 0. So I think problem statements is clear to you. Let's see the few examples. Okay, we need to determine if you can make a equal to what, 1 with a finite number of operation. Then we need to return yes. If we aren't able to make it, then we need to return no basically. Okay, so let's start with the example. So let's take this example, 1 0 0 0 0 1. All right, this is 0. Okay, let's take this example. According to you, like, if you see carefully, first of all, see, you must be thinking that number of count of 0 is what, 4 in this case. Count of 1 is what, 2 only. So you must be thinking that zeros are, number of zeros is greater than number of ones, right? So in that case, I cannot make a is equal to what, 1. Okay, I cannot make this. You must be thinking this, but no, we can make. Let's see how. If suppose my range would be this is my L and this is my R. Okay, I've selected this. Now what I can do, I can replace whole sequence with what, 0 only. Now it will gonna become what, 1 0 1. And now you can see here what, majority is of what, 1. So in that case I need to output what, yes. Okay, all right. Now let's take another example, that is 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 0. Okay, so in this case you must be thinking that majority of, again, number of times the 0 comes is greater than the number of times ones comes. Okay, so let's analyze it again here. So what you can do is, in this problem as well, simply number of select this range where this is my L, this is my R, and select this whole as a sequence. Now replace whole sequence with the character X. That is majority. Majority is what in this, 0. So it will gonna replace with what, 0 1 1. Okay. Same do the same task for this as well. Now this is L, this is R. So it will gonna replace with this. Okay. Now what we need to do next? Think of it. Okay, so now you can see here, I have this. Can I minimize more number of zeros into it? No, that like there is no way to minimize zeros, but I can minimize one as well. So from there you can observe is there is no possible way that I can make majority of one. So in that case, I need to output what's no basically. Okay. So I think the problem was clear. The example test case is also clear to you. So what is the approach? It is pretty simple. Num Let me explain it here. Okay. Let's say this is a test case again. Okay. So what is the approach for the problem? Simply, whenever you find zero, try to minimize its count. Okay. How can I minimize? Simply select the contiguous subarray of it. Okay. Now replace whole as with a single zero. So you can see I have minimized the number of zeros. Alright. Since I have minimized the number of zeros, then I will check. After minimizing all the zeros, do I have majority of one or not? If I have, then in that case my answer is yes. If I don't have, then in that case I need to return what? No. So this is the final approach for the problem, and let's see the code for the problem. Okay. So what I'm doing is simply I have a string s. I'm storing it. Okay. I'm running a loop from zero to its length. Now, if I found one, so I don't want to minimize one. Okay. So I'm doing nothing. I'm simply like adding to. I'm creating a new string. Let's take example. An example. Let's say this is the example. Okay. Again, okay. What exactly I'm doing is what is my approach? I am having a string s. This is my string s. This is s. Okay. Now I am creating a new string that will contain what? If I found one, then simply add it to my new string. But if I found zero and this zero uh, comes for the first time, then add it to my string. Else, do not add. Okay. What exactly I'm doing? Simply see. I have this string. I found one. Simply add it to my. I have a new string A. Simply add it there. Okay. Now I found zero. It and this zero appeared was first time. Okay. So simply add it to my string. Now this zero is what repeated. I don't want to insert this zero because I want to minimize the number of count of zero. So I'm not going to insert it again. Same thing for this. Now I found one again. I'm simply going to add one to my string because I want to maximize the number of ones. Okay. So this is how the code is working to find a new string. Okay. That contains minimum number of zeros. And how I'm minimizing, simply removing all the subarrays of zero by single zero. Okay. And after this, simple count the number frequency of zero and frequency of one. And if my frequency of one is greater than zero's frequency, then output yes, else simple output no. So this is the like whole approach for the problem, and I think it is clear to you. So okay. So if you want to check out the code for each problems, so I have added the codes for ABC problems here along with the comments. So you can check the codes from this website. Okay. So the website, you will find the link in the description.